So before we get this video rolling, I want to throw a special thanks to Toy Shiz for going to the LA Comic Con and picking up this Iron Man for me, which he also told me it was for sale like the second it came out, but by the time I got the text, which was like 5 minutes later, and then by the time I ordered it was like 5 minutes after that, it was already sold out. So Toy Shiz, thank you. You guys, please check him out on YouTube, Instagram. You probably already know who he is. And every time I say Toy Shiz, my 7-year-old son goes, "Dad, his name's Jordan. His name's not Toy Shiz." Well, to me, his name's Toy Shiz. So we'll go ahead and go with that. So he picked this thing up for me. If he didn't, I wouldn't be looking at it right now. So thanks for grabbing it. And to Mezco, I'm trying to stop saying the F word on my videos just in case a kid's watching. I know I wouldn't want my kid to watch it if I was saying the F word. But Mezco, you guys truly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, you guys truly suck ass. Because when you make a toy like this that you know that we're going to want, and if we have this thing called a job and we don't sit around our computers or our tablet all day or have access to order toys while we're at work, then guess what? We miss out on it. And you guys really suck when you do that. When you make something, could you at least make it available for like a day? For if we actually want it, we can get it and we don't have to buy it on eBay. Because when this shit happens, I kind of start to think that you guys do this on purpose. You hold on to about 100 of these things on the side, and then you guys are the ones selling them on eBay. It's all starting to make sense to me. Either way, let's check out this Invincible Iron Man. Unfortunately, the toy does look amazing. I'd like to say that Mezco toys suck, but they are truly incredible. Let's check it out. Alright, so here he is standing about 6.5 inches tall, and pretty much the only thing that I don't like about this action figure is the scale. To me, he's just way too big. Yeah, Mezco can flip it on us and go, well, this is the Mezco version, so Iron Man is now a giant, and then you just kind of have to buy whatever they feel like selling you. But yes, he should be right around 6 inches tall. And when everybody's going, well, you know, he is a guy in armor, you know, 6'6", kind of makes sense. Well, I'm tired of arguing with you guys on here. So you buy this thing called the Marvel Encyclopedia. And if you do buy this thing for like 20, 40 bucks, whatever it is, you can look up here and you can see how tall action figures really are. So if you look right there, it says height 6'1". It doesn't say Tony Stark's height is 6'1". It says Iron Man is 6'1". And we'll do a comparison with Captain America. We'll go ahead and look up Captain America and see how tall Captain America is. And I think for Christmas I might buy one of these books for Mezco and Marvel Legends and God, pretty much everybody out there, for they can scroll through this book and do the exact same thing that I'm doing right now. And then they can see how tall these action figures are supposed to be. And then maybe they could get the scale right. Captain America, you always thought he was like 6'6". Well, no, he's 6'2". So when I do a comparison with the Mezco Captain America, you can truly see that the scale on this thing is way off. But hey, it's the Mezco version, so I guess the Mezco version Iron Man is supposed to be a giant. As you see, it comes with tons of cool accessories. This thing is an amazing toy. Really, truly amazing. I love this thing to death. There's a lot of things about Mezco that I hate, but the toys are not really one of them. The distribution, however, that kind of sucks. We'll go over these one by one. These things go on his hips. These things go in his gauntlets. This thing plugs in his chest. These plug in his hands, possibly even his feet. I think it's the same size hole. These will also plug in his hands or his feet. He actually has 2 holes in his feet. And then he comes with the best action figure stand in the business. It sucks when I have to say Mezco is the best. Let's go ahead and check him out. First off, this thing is plastic and metal. They did a really good job on this toy. Is this like the best Iron Man figure ever made? Absolutely not, but he's really good. I'll show you who. I'm still going with Comic Cave. Like, I like the scale better. The toys are clearly better. This thing is good though. And one of the things, like when they started making Iron Man, I was kind of bummed out. I was like, well, the whole Mezco thing is with the cloth, and now they're doing figures without the cloth. And I was like, yeah, I'm just not really feeling it until you get it in your hand, and you're like, oh my God, this toy is amazing. I'm just lucky and fortunate enough to have one in my hand, because I'm sure that a lot of you guys tried to get this and you weren't. The articulation on this thing, one of the things I like about Mezco is that you can't ever see the joints on their action figure because of the soft goods. Well, that's not the case with this Iron Man. You can see the joints, but they're so well done, it's like they're not even there. So they killed it on that as well. The articulation, you get a ball up here on top of the head. It looks like the neck might move a little bit. You also have a ball on the shoulder. Did a really good job there. Bicep swivel, double elbow. God, this just done really clean. I mean, you know me, guys. If the articulation, I just like clean articulation. I don't really care if they move much, but if it's clean. You do have a little bit of an ab crunch here. Doesn't really go to the side much, but they killed it. Looks really good there. Does turn at the waist, not much. Might be stuck a little bit. I don't want to push it because I don't want to break this, because the odds of getting a new one are probably slim to none. Has balls right here at the hips, which normally I wouldn't like that, but since it's in an armor, they did a great job. And then down here, double knee, no pins, no. God, it is pretty much action figure perfection, except for the scale. You come down here to the ankle. Doesn't move much because the armor, the pivot still kind of sucks. It is what it is. It's an amazing looking toy. We'll go ahead and pop a bunch of this crap on here on video, so I'll probably screw up a few times. The mask comes off. First off, this thing does come with instructions. If you were lucky enough to get one, I guess you won't have to look at the instructions because I'm going to kind of show you how everything works. But that does come with instructions just in case where you're not tugging on this thing and you break it. And then you try to call them to get a new one, and then they tell you no, that forget it, you're just screwed and crazy glue it back together, because that's probably what Mezco would do. First off, the face mask comes off. Mine was stuck on there. I had a really hard time getting this thing off. Hopefully, all right, it comes off. If you look inside, he actually has like a little screen in there. Killing it. That's awesome. Got that. That's just really nice touch. Just a little crappy sticker, but it shows that they do care. I mean, they do a great job. The face sculpt on this thing, I mean, I love it. It's good. There's a little extra gold paint there on his cheek. No big deal. Kill it once again. And then you can kind of clip this thing on up top like that. It doesn't stay on real well, but it stays on good enough. My dumbass ordered 3 of these things, so I'll be displaying one of each way. Apparently, I mean, it seems like I get 3 of all of them, and getting 3 different Iron Mans, well, it kind of makes sense. Sorry about the congestion. It's allergy season, and God, I get allergies like crazy. Here he is. You can lift this thing up on his back. It kind of pops up from the bottom. You turn the lights on. They are not very impressive. I guess it actually looks pretty good when you put it right there in the camera. There's this beam. You can put this thing back on, and we'll go ahead and leave that thing on for the duration of the video. You take that screw out. It comes with batteries, so that's a nice touch. I'm glad that they did. And then we'll also do comparisons after the video. We'll just take the mask, put it to the side. I'll kind of show you what it does. This thing, you kind of pick this thing out. Comes out pretty easy. It didn't the first time, but it does now. I really like this effect. You can plug this in his chest. It has that little extra tab on the bottom. You can barely see that it's lit up. I could turn the lights down and kind of show you, but then it'll all just be dark anyways. So, but anyway, that thing lights up. The eyes don't light up. That's kind of part that sucks. This thing's going to get in the way. I'll take this off. We'll put this thing back on. The little extra tab goes down. Get that thing on there. And then you have these blast hands. You can put these on there. They have a little plug inside the hand. So you can put this one on there, or you can put this one on there. It's the same size hole. This one Come on, this one's way cooler. This is like a must. And another cool thing that they did, he's got 2 holes on the bottom of his feet. So you can take these and you can actually put 1 in each hole. It comes with 4, which is also cool because now you can do 2 in this foot. That's a really cool touch. I'm glad that they did it. Another really cool thing, God, he's amazing, but Mezco sucks. And they're really expensive. I think this thing was like $100 now. They raised the price of it because of the light, which back when I did the armored Batman, he was like more money because he lit up, and I said that it was worth it. And it is kind of worth it because it's just so cool when they light up. So if it's an extra $10 for a light up feature, I guess I'll do that all day long. This thing is really cool. Let me give you a close-up of this. It's a little blast. It's actually got bullets on there. They killed it on this thing. That thing clips right here on his belt. God, I love that. Just love it. I think they grabbed the wrong one. It's got one for the right side, one for the left side. You see the little hole in there? It goes right over that thing. You actually got to push pretty hard, or at least I did the first time I did it. Yes, I practiced before I did the video, so I don't want to look like an idiot this time. You put that thing on there. That is really cool. Really like that. You got tons of different options with this. That's why getting 3 of this one, you can kind of display them all different and make them look just every one like totally different from the other one. You have one masked, one unmasked, and one with the mask halfway up. And then you got this little accessory here. Once again, they killed it. Like this, when they do stuff like this, it just really makes them shine. Has a little missile on the end. You can plug these things in his gauntlet. It's kind of hard to really get that thing to lock in for it stays. As you see, it just bounced out. Actually, the other side stays pretty good, and this side doesn't really. It falls right out on that side. So that thing, that kind of sucks. So that's one thing that sucks. There's 2 things that suck about the toy. The size. See, it fits really good on this side. I don't know if, because I'm going to have 3 of these things once again. So I'll probably do one with these, one without them, one with whatever. Let me go ahead and change out a hand. I haven't put it changed out a hand on camera yet, so hopefully that works out pretty good. You got these little pins on here. They usually go on pretty good. That did go on pretty good. Put the blast effect in there. And then get his head straight. Try to pose it up. Look at me posing on camera and everything. Just like Boog or somebody, like a professional toy review guy or whatever. There's that. And then he also comes with the stand. He also comes with some like regular like grabby hands, the fisted hands. I don't know, man. Tons of cool options on this. Let's do some comparisons. All right, so for my comparisons, I went ahead and pulled out my other modern Iron Mans just because I got them, and that's just kind of how I roll. And, why not? First off, let's check the scale on this thing. So you can see he's standing 6.5 inches tall. To me, it doesn't bother me that bad, but I got to complain about something just because I'm so bitter about how the distribution works. I got ripped off on that Homecoming Spider-Man. I'm going to ask you guys, I'm probably going to ask you like 10 more times. If you guys were one of the guys about 6 of those homemade suit Spider-Mans, please hook me up with one. I really want that toy. I want it so bad. It hurts. If you guys have one or you have a line on that, I really want it. I'll pay you what it costs plus shipping. I refuse to pay any more than that on anything. I just won't have it in my collection if that's the case. But if you guys have an extra one, I would love to hook you up. I got a few extra toys myself, which I will sell to you for cost. I'm just saying I really want it. Mezco really sucks. So on the scale, you see Captain America down here. He's supposed to be 6'2". I just showed you that in the encyclopedia. And he actually looks like he's 6'2". So that is like a perfect scale action figure. He should be slightly smaller than him, even in the suit of armor, so you can see that he's way too tall. Even his head looks big. He's just really big, but they did a really good job. It's just so hard to hate on it. So far as Iron Man comparisons, here's a comic cave. I've did tons of reviews on this thing. This thing lights up in the chest and the eyes. This is action figure perfection. This thing is basically the whole entire thing is metal. It's Iron Man. It's amazing. This thing is part metal, mostly plastic. It's also good, but I want to hate on it so bad, but it's also really good. Then you have the SH Figure Arts one. He looks like a child in armor next to him. I actually think SH Figure Arts did a really good job on this thing. This thing was like crazy expensive too, and like it didn't even come with a Hall of Armor piece. It was just one that I thought I really wanted, but I wouldn't have bought it if I would have known this one was coming. But it looks good on my Hall of Armor set. I guess I'm glad that I got it. I think this, God, I hope my wife doesn't watch, but I think I spent like $110 on this thing. Totally not worth it. I did a review on that if you want to check it out. And then you have the regular Marvel Legends one, which this is a $20 action figure. It's no big deal. It's a $20 action figure. It's just a repaint of another Marvel Legends that you already have, but we're kind of getting used to that. And now we're buying $80 repaints from Mezco, which, oh God, I wish we were smarter than that. But we're not. We keep doing it, and we love it, and they just keep doing it. So here's like a $20 one, has pinholes. The articulation is good, but like you look at these, no pinholes. The articulation is perfectly hidden. Looks amazing. Once again, Mezco killing it as far as that goes. Once again, Comic Cave, my favorite people who make Iron Man action figures. Hopefully that Hulkbuster will come out someday. And that Mark 7 and all those other ones. God, they're expensive, but when I buy a Comic Cave, it just feels like money well spent. There's my comparison. I'm going to put him on the Mezco Marvel shelf, and I'll show you your favorite part of the video where I get to show off my Mezco Marvel collection. All right, well, maybe it's my favorite part of the video. Walk you through this. I do this every time. It seems like I get a Mezco every month or sometimes twice a month. So you've probably already seen this. If you want to just fast forward right to the end or just write it out, because this is like one of my favorite shelves in the whole entire toy room right here. If not my favorite. Love Marvel, love Mezco. I also hate you, Mezco, at the same time, but kind of love you. Here it is, walking you through the Wolverines, the Deadpools, the Scooter. Still looking forward to getting the Marvel Legends scooter. And here is the new addition to the team. I'm pretty sure that's Ironmonger. If I'm wrong, you're going to correct me in the comics. That's the comic book version. I figured he was big. If I got a big character, maybe he wouldn't look so big. God, he just looks big, doesn't he? Like, I don't know. He's cool. I love him. He's really big. I guess that's the Mezco version. And Iron Man's supposed to be really big. Doctor Strange, definitely digging that figure. He's one of my favorite Mezcos of all time. Got the other one in the mail. I just get one review done for Mezco. Trying to get caught up. And then I got one in the mail. There's the collection. Thanks for watching, guys.